Finally, Bitcoin is moving up. It is doing just what we want it to do. And that is for it to bounce off the 50% fib. This 50% fib has proven to be a very strong support level. If we zoom out, we can see this fib has been working hard to keep price action of Bitcoin above it, as it did some months ago in February. And here we are down the pike, and it's done the same thing. It's done its job. So it has bounced off the 50% fib. Awesome. It has worked its way back into this consolidating rectangle that I drew about a month ago, about 6 weeks ago. It's been oscillating within this rectangle, and all we needed was for it to break out. We did have some breakout attempts, but they didn't last long. We're pretty much fake outs, and down again we went. Now we broke down below the bottom of the rectangle, which was bad news, but thankfully we had this really strong Fibonacci level holding it up. If we look at these trend lines drawn from about another 6-7 weeks ago, all we needed is for Bitcoin to break above the trend line. But look at what we've got now. It's broken above the first trend line. This it did 2 days ago. And now today it has broken above this second trend line, more recent trend line. Not only has it broken above the trend line, it also has broken above this very strong level also. Now this line came about when we were able to identify a W. And this W, we were able to identify it on the 4-hourly and I believe on the 1-hourly as well. And what happens is once we can break above the neckline, which is where this orange level has come from, then this is what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to Bitcoin continuing its upward movement on account of these two bottoms. The double bottom, also known as the W. What is probably most exciting of all is the fact that price action is above the 20 EMA. That is major. So price action is finally above the 20-day exponential moving average. And it has stayed above it for the past 2 days. So what is probably most interesting is that price action is finally above the 20 EMA. Back here, when it did attempt to break above the 20 EMA, 3 days is all it lasted and it was back down again. Right now, we're 1 day. So this is the first day in which Bitcoin has peaked above the 20 EMA. Question is, how long can it sustain it? If we look at the MACD, it's looking good because we can see also that we have a cross. So this is a good indication with our histogram showing green as well as this. Look, it is a cross. It's a tiny cross. If we increase this, yes, it's a cross, definitely. So what do we have to look forward to with Bitcoin's price action? It's two things. We want, it is an imminent golden cross going on here between the 20 EMA and the 10 EMA, but we actually want that cross to occur. We want price action to stay above this orange level of $35,138. And the next big milestone will be for us to break above the 38.2 Fibonacci level. This would be awesome. Once we can break above not just the orange level, but also the 38.2 Fibonacci level, then Bitcoin will have no more obstacles to it going straight up to the next Fibonacci level, which is the $46,000 line. lines, I drew these trend lines some days ago. And if I zoom out, you can see where this first trend line is coming from. And then another trend line just to create a zone. So what we needed was for Bitcoin to break up into the zone created by these two trend lines and out of the zone. That it has done. So 3 things working in Bitcoin's favor right now. 1 is that it's broken above the trend lines. 2 is that it's broken above the neck of the W. And 3 is that price action is above the 20 EMA. Everything right now is still looking good, except for one more thing we still need to keep an eye on. That one more thing can be found on the weekly chart. And looking on the weekly, you cannot escape the fact that we still have this death cross and we still have price action below the weekly EMAs. To ensure that price action will continue its upward movement, we always want these EMAs pointing upwards. The minute they start pointing downwards indicates a downward trend. So price action is on the downtrend, resulting in the tips of the EMAs pointing downwards. Once we can, over a period of time, record upward price action, then the tips of these EMAs will eventually point upwards, which is a good sign for the bulls. So we're not out of the woods until we can break above the top of this rectangle, break out above it. We need to break above $39,800 to ensure that this is truly a trend reversal for Bitcoin. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you have, the only thing I ask is that you hit that like button, comment below, because I do use your comments to better inform me of what other content to create. Share with your friends and family. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I upload them. And I'll meet you in the next video.